Gayle and Don Sommerfeld never knew they would be missionaries. The missionary concept really didn't even dawn on them until seeing a movie, which prompted the first mission to Haiti. And then Gayle just thought it would be a fad.
I figured, 3 or 4 years and it'll be over. It won't be the new thing to think about from, as a Christian and walking with the Lord. And so that was my attitude. Well, let's just do it while we can because it's probably going to blow away. Instead, it didn't. It just ratcheted up.
9 memorable trips to Haiti ensued over the years.
And the heat was oppressive. The mosquitoes were oppressive. But we all loved those teams because they were so hard. And God was there, and that's the big thing. God is on the mission field long before we ever got there.
Gayle prayed on it and decided to move on from a successful daycare business. She went ahead and started Most Ministries. The first trips were focused on construction and medical. The eyeglass mission didn't start till later, but when it did, it took off.
Then we opened in the City Soleil slum, and many, many people came. And then the day after, when we first pulled up in the morning, we could hardly see where our clinic was because there were so many people standing and waiting in line. And now in the last 30 years, I can look back and say, well, we've had at least over 150,000 people who've got glasses. I mean, that's just it's a wonderful thing. It just really is.
There have been wildly successful mission trips, like preparing teachers in India to be school counselors to help prevent teen suicide. But there's also been disappointment, especially since there's always such a great need.
For the past 20 of the 30 years that we've been operating, it's been the shortage of people to go rather than the shortage of demands. I mean, once people heard about it, everybody wanted a team. So we always, I guess every year we've had more requests than we could fill, which is a difficult thing to be in.
The tremendous disappointment on both sides. We're enthusiastic about helping, and of course the field has already done a lot of work, laid the groundwork for it, and now there is no team because there's not enough people. That's the biggest challenge we have.
Don went on over 20 missions. Gayle, 80. Not bad for a couple Midwesterners whose parents never left the country.
I was always home waiting for Gayle to come home.
He always met me with flowers at the airport.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We always had 2 ways of looking at it. There's either out of sight, out of mind, or absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I always lean toward absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Gayle never wanted to leave the mission field.
The Lord has seen fit to retire me. I'm 82, and I took my last team out 3 years ago. And I miss it. I miss it a lot.
With the Eyeglass Ministry, Medical Mission, and Water Team, Most Ministries has impacted people all around the globe, and in so many ways. So what's next?
Knowing where it's going is kind of like putting God in a box. It doesn't work that way. You think you might know where you're headed or, where God wants you to be, and then it turns out that's not it. So the answer to your question, I don't know. It's sort of, for me, it's just like watching it unfold.
It's exciting.
It's exciting to us.